Stress itself has a variety of emotional and physical symptoms that stem from the inside or outside world that affects the individual, either their emotional or physical well-being, or both. This brings us to the ultimate question: do you want to make stress your friend? Stanford University's book on turning stress into power will be explained comprehensively. A typical opinion claims that stress is bad for you. But the truth is that stress is not generally bad for you. Likewise, the effects of stress on the body can be changed for the better or for the worse, depending on your way of thinking. This boils down to the fact that transforming the way you think can help you grow when you are under a lot of stress. When you experience prolonged, uninterrupted, or intolerable levels of psychological stress, it causes PTSD. The good news is that you can overcome it and turn it into PTSG, or post-traumatic growth, which will give you a stronger mind. 2 hormones involved in stress. Stress releases powerful hormones, cortisol and DHEA, that equip us for action, to fight or flight. Cortisol is naturally secreted when we are fighting stress, which is why it is known so commonly as the stress hormone. When this hormone is released, the body metabolizes carbohydrates and fats to produce energy. The best part? This is the body's way of preparing to fight stress. When this hormone is secreted continuously, carbohydrates and fats are expended, making the body more susceptible to depression and anxiety. Apparently, a little secretion of cortisol is not harmful to the body, but a non-stop secretion is not good for the body. Now, let's talk about DHEA, a neurosteroid with antidepressant properties that is secreted to fight stress. This hormone is typical for stimulating brain growth and improving the immune system's ability to fight threats when under stress. The balance between cortisol and DHEA cannot be overemphasized because, together, these 2 hormones enable the physiological and psychological changes associated with stress. When there is too much cortisol, stress will work in the wrong direction. In this video, I will elaborate on how to change the quality of your stress by secreting more DHEA. The way to do this is to not think of stress as something harmful to your body, even when it is a painful experience you wish to forget. See stress as something that helps you grow and that leads to the production of DHEA. Disadvantages of stress on the body. First, let's talk about how bad stress is for you. Stress is indeed a marvelous evil for the body, with the potential to damage both mental and physical health. One study found that chronic stress has a significant effect on the immune system, making individuals ultimately susceptible to diseases. Likewise, it is prone to increasing mortality, with a 43% increased risk of death. However, this case is only for those who believe that stress is bad for them. In other words, it's better if you don't think that stress is bad for you. But that doesn't mean that you should be in denial that you are not under stress. Stress can be helpful, especially when you admit that you are stressed and then find ways to make stress benefit you. The positive effect of stress is when it acts as a protective mechanism that warns us of danger, the fight or flight response. Did I mention that stress-related deaths are very common, with a whopping 20,000 people dying annually in the United States? This is far more than the hash of people who die from skin cancer, AIDS, or murder. Next, let's dive into the effects of stress and how thoughts and beliefs can transform negativity. There are so many people who feel stressed about aging. Many people express sorrow because they wish they had accomplished more, done something more, or been able to do more before they reach their current age. These missed opportunities turn into a lifetime of regret. We experience stress, and our lifespan gets shortened. Conversely, if we think positively that we are moving forward and expanding our possibilities as we age, our lifespan will increase. Statistically, people who think positively about aging in middle age have a 7.6-year increase in life expectancy and an 80% lower risk of myocardial infarction or heart attack. Likewise, the average life expectancy of people who live a healthy lifestyle, including exercise and abstaining from alcohol and tobacco, is also longer than average, but still less than 4 years. As a result, changing the way we think about aging is more effective in extending our lifespan than exercising hard or quitting smoking and drinking. Another pointer is how people who trust others tend to live longer. A 15-year study conducted by Duke University shows that 60% of people over the age of 55 who thought that they could trust people were still alive 15 years later. However, the survival rate for those who thought that people couldn't be trusted was only 40%. Another study by Ari Akelam at Columbia University researched the mindset of hotel room attendants. Generally, room attendant jobs are quite demanding and tasking, consuming roughly 300 kilocalories per hour. This is only comparable to weightlifting, underwater aerobics, or walking at a speed of about 5 to 6 kilometers per hour. In the study, the room attendants were divided into two groups, Group A and Group B, simultaneously. Group A was briefed on how healthy and promising the job of a room attendant is, while Group B was given no explanation. After a speculated time, the researcher observed that only Group A lost weight, burned more body fat, and lowered their blood pressure. This implies that even if you are doing something healthy, you need to understand how good it is for your body. This also applies to exercise, study, and work. Reframe your thinking. Thoughts influence our emotions, and emotions, therefore, influence our behavior. When you are working, be positive and not say words like "this job is meaningless," but rather, "Today this job is hard, but it is an experience." Similarly, when you study, you should think about how the study will help you in your life. Stress has two effects. The first is to inspire you, the second is to corrupt you. One of the positive dimensions of stress is how it encourages growth. Stress builds resilience, thereby improving your concentration, test scores, and immunity. However, stress also has a corrosive effect on the body. These two effects you experience depend on your mindset. Difference between the placebo effect and the mindset effect. Although the placebo effect and the mindset effect are the same concepts, there is a substantial distinction in their effects. The placebo effect is very short-term and only works on specific impulses. It uses the mind as a powerful influence on the body. The placebo is sometimes in the form of a sugar pill, often disguised to seem exactly like the real treatment, so the person does not know they are receiving a placebo treatment. Instead, they believe they are the recipients of the real treatment. However, the seemingly ordinary capsule with a lump of sugar inside has no actual effect on the condition it purports to treat, but it will have the same effect as the medicine. Even if you don't trick them, you can get the same effect if you tell them that this is just a lump of sugar. It will have the same effect as medicine because human immunity is very high. The placebo effect works after the drug is taken. It may make you feel better, but the effect does not last forever. People who are highly motivated and believe the treatment or procedure will work may be more likely to experience a placebo effect. The mindset effect, on the other hand, has a very long-lasting, snowballing effect. The same concept can have a life-changing, long-term effect if you use the mindset effect. Likewise, this effect thrives on a stronger connection between the brain and body. Your mindset plays a critical role in coping with life. When you have a positive mindset, your behavior changes. Also, when you change your behavior, you will change your goals and how you choose things. When you start thinking, "I want to try various things," or "I want to do that by the time I'm old enough," your actions will increase. The more actions you take, the more confident you will become, and the effect will grow like a snowball. How to create the mindset effect. The mindset effect affects the way we think about everything. A mindset intervention is crucial to achieving the mindset effect. Let's run through it. This method can be completed within 2 minutes or up to 10 to 20 minutes. This exercise has the proclivity to change your thinking and mindset at a long-term level in your life. One of the characteristics of people who experience the negative effects of stress is living in denial. These individuals believe that stress is harmful, so they struggle to escape from it. Nevertheless, when we turn away from stress using this approach, we enter into the negative side of stress. Did I mention that to be on the positive side of stress, we must first accept and recognize the fact that stress has occurred? Then, we need to think about how to deal with the causes of stress. While dealing with stress, change your negative self-talk to an empowerment speech. Likewise, think positively and clear your mind. It is very crucial to think that you can overcome this stress, and that you can grow. How to increase the effectiveness of learning from stress. As earlier stated, DHEA is secreted whenever we are stressed, and it has the effect of growing the nerves in the brain. Stress is believed to be advantageous to an individual as it facilitates higher concentration and effective learning. To take advantage of this and learn from stress more effectively, it is important to involve emotions. When stress is accompanied by strong emotions, such as anger or excitement, stress causes the body to secrete more DHEA. This process is called stress immunity because the body and brain learn from stressful experiences and become more resistant to stress. While stress at that time of learning enhances memory formation, it has been proven that students who are stressed before a test can score better on the test than those who are not stressed. When you feel stressed and your body changes, it is important to think, "The stress is the reason I can do my best." This is the first thing that leads to action. Similarly, stress motivates you to protect what you need to protect, connect with more people, and have more courage. And lastly, you will be able to learn a lot from it. Congrats on making it to the end of the video. Value the process over the result. This implies that dealing with stress also involves taking action. By taking concrete actions to change your behavior, you need to see it as a great opportunity to change yourself. It is then that you have learned to use stress to your advantage. Interesting so far, isn't it? This is only the beginning. Be sure to click the like button and subscribe to our channel to get other fascinating tips on turning unbearably stress into power. We have lots more to share. Thanks for watching.